That's obviously not stable enough. Okay, super. That was a bad idea. Jeg havde bare glemt det. Ja. Ja.
Goddag.
Wow. Det bliver fandme godt.
Tak med det.
Hold da kæft, hvor vildt. Du har ikke en større pensel end det her.
Det duer ikke, den har ikke haft. Det er svært at nærme det her.
Det er for vildt. Ej, det kan jeg da ikke sige over.
Det er jeg glad for nu. Også mig, jeg synes også, det er så pænt.
Ej, hvor er det flot.
Det er jeg fandme glad for at sige.
Det er jo helt vildt, så forskel det gør.
Mm.
Man kan også være meget tydeligt at se knasterne.
Ja, nemlig. Nemlig.
Men det er sjovt, at han er blevet, altså... Nu var han rimelig nemt at falde ind i søvn, faktisk. Men ellers så synes jeg godt nok, at han er også blevet følsom i forhold til bummen.
Ja, det var han
slet
slet
ikke.
ikke.
God til at falde ind i søvn.
Det var han slet ikke i starten.
Nej, overhovedet ikke. Der var han selv bare en sten hele vejen.
Ja, men altså har du set vejen hans? Altså vi gør faktisk et godt stykke arbejde med den her barnevogn, vi har. Det bliver også bare lækkert at komme ind i en lufthavn, hvor alt bare er.
Ja. Jamen der skal vi jo ikke engang gå med sig meget. Vi skal bare hen til...
Nå ja, det er rimelig tydeligt. Det er rigtigt. Det er rigtigt. Det er jo når du har afleveret, du kan risikere at se på langt, og det skal. they're all spinning because whenever I have to tie the thin thread here, I have to turn the thread so it creates a lot of wiggles, or what you might call it. So eventually they'll stop like the first one. We'll see if it makes them more interesting to eat, because I think they're way too sweet when they're fresh and morbid. We'll see when they dry up if they become less sweet or more interesting to eat. If not, it's good decoration. We'll just say this is our Christmas decoration for this year. We never really put up anything because we're always going back home to our family. Oh well. Kan du godt lide det?
Det er hyggeligt.
Ja, det er meget hyggeligt. Det var mest i starten. Det var da, når jeg lavede hele kyllingen, så var det sådan aldrig. God timing. Så. Det virker sgu. Altså det motormusik nu, eller slukket det kamera. Så.
Ja, men det er sådan en stille op, der kommer.
Yeah, no more filming us having dinner because we gotta put on Hans's music so we can sleep. Might as well make a fun statement. Så må du se, hvordan min familie den kan holde sig med din.
Hvem laver det?
Det ved jeg ikke. Jamen, jeg har jo aldrig spist det.
Hvad er det bedste?
Jeg spiser jo altid mæt mad. The major task this week done is, as you can see on the ceiling, the wood stain, which I have mistakenly called in the past varnish, which it isn't, it's wood stain. Varnish is only on the surface of wood, while wood stain it gets sucked into the wood and really colors it deeper. It enhances all the knots and all the beautiful things in the wood. And if you didn't know much about wood, you could be fooled into thinking it was chestnut or a more a treasured kind of wood, which it isn't. It's just pine wood, even just laminated pine wood, but very strong, and I really like it. There's some mistakes here and there, which happens first time I work with wood stain. The thing is that where the spot where you stop, and then if you overpaint a little bit again, you're gonna have a darker spot. You can see where there's overlaps, and unfortunately you can see that as well on our ceiling here, but it's just part of the charm, as I always say. My mistakes are I am gonna try to not have that happen when I do it in the little staple, because I want to try it and stop on top of the beam. So I do one section and do one section and not take breaks before I'm done with a section. It's just a little bit complicated with the kids. Sometimes Stine is texting me or calling me that I need to come in and help. That's why I've had to stop sometimes, and the bread baking this week. I got to try the new hammer drill, which was an overwhelming success. It's nice to just have something that works. It's gonna be a lot less frustrating hanging up all the studs for the insulation from now on. Sometimes it took me 20 minutes to an hour to drill a hole. Now it's 20 seconds. So I should have done that a long time ago. I tried an old Japanese tradition with the kaki fruits, which is trying to dry them so they turn into like a dried apricot or something like that. Only thing is that I didn't read the recipe properly. You know me, I don't like recipes, so it says to hang them outside, but I'm just gonna try it inside. And next week I wanted to tell you guys there's not gonna be a video, because I hope next Sunday is gonna be the time when my yearly video comes out. So a compilation of all the videos from this year with the roof and all the things I've done myself. So very excited about that, and I hope it can be a way to get more people to the channel, because channels like mine, I often see that they get bigger from these compilations because there happens so much in these videos, in contrast to my weekly updates where there's not too much progress. So I wanted to ask you loyal subscribers a giant favor, because I'd really like to keep going here on the channel, which I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna stop, but I could really use a little bit more income from the channel. So if you wouldn't mind sharing it, I'd be very grateful if you'd share the year compilation video, which is gonna be out next Sunday. I have, though, because we're fortunate to have parents whom are pretty well off. They have offered to help us finish the house, but after that I can't really continue doing this without going back to work, because I'm not really making any money. It's been a blast, and I really want to continue. So please share it. It would help out a lot. And I don't think I have much else to say than thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next year.